Usually when we are about to perform a special mitzvah, such as that of entering the sukkah or waving the lulav or lighting the Hanukkah candles and so on, we make also the blessing Shehecheyonu. But we do not recite this blessing when we count the Omer. The reason is that this mitzvah reminds us forcibly of our loss of the Beis Hamikdash, and now we can only count the days of the Omer, but we cannot actually offer the Omer. Shehecheyonu is a blessing we say with great joy, and it would therefore be out of place in connection with the counting of the Omer. Besides, the period of Sefira is observed in semi-mourning, because repeatedly dire calamities befell our people at this time. As to the significance of the counting of the Omer, it is explained by Maimonides as follows. We count the days that pass since the preceding festival until the next, just as one who expects his most intimate friend on a certain day counts the days and even the hours. This is the reason why we count the days that pass since the offering of the Omer between the anniversary of our departure from Egypt and the anniversary of the law-giving. The latter was the aim and object of the exodus from Egypt. In other words, by commanding us to count the days between Passover and Shavuos, God wants us to remember that our deliverance from bondage was not the end in itself, but the prelude to receiving the Torah on Mount Sinai. Our sages tell us that in every generation each Jew had to regard himself on Passover as though he personally was delivered from Egypt. Similarly, must we regard ourselves during the days of Sefiras as though we personally are approaching Mount Sinai and are soon to receive the Torah there. Like our ancestors of old, we too must strive to free ourselves from the mire of our physical bondage, and with each passing day better ourselves and rise to a higher spiritual level. Our ancestors of old should be an example and inspiration to us, for they rose from the lowest depths of sinfulness and impurity to the highest level of spiritual purity and holiness, and all in the course of but 7 weeks.